welcome to another episode of PHP Explained. Today, we will discuss the PHP conditionals. As usual, we will follow the traditional what-why-how circle and understand the concepts and use it practically. Let's start with what. In real life, we have faced various situations where we are taking actions based on conditions. We are eating if we are hungry. Based on our need of hunger we are eating. Hence the condition is the hunger we are eating. Also, we are sleeping if we feel tired, and we are traveling because we are happy. Programming is no different than real-life scenarios. In programming also there are situations that are performed based on the conditions or requirements. Hence conditionals are performances of actions based on different conditions. Let's find the answer to why we need to use conditionals. Conditionals are just like building blocks of programming. When we have to choose a single path out of multiple paths available based on a condition, then we have to use conditional techniques. In this process, we choose one and only one path to take an action or a group of actions based on one or many conditions. Hopefully, we understand the concept of conditionals and why we are using them. Thank you for being with us. We are going to see how we can write and use the conditionals in PHP now. Visualize a tea serving scene where milk is added or not in a cup of tea based on the requirement of a customer. Let us write the conditions in a simple format. We are using pseudocode so that we can organize it in a readable format. We can write like this. The same thing can be transferred to the programming. As we are dealing with PHP, we are converting this format into PHP coding. Each programming language has its own way to represent the code. So as in the PHP also. We are writing the PHP conditionals now and then explaining them. Here is the explanation. 1. We have declared a variable $milk and specified a value, yes, to indicate that customers like it. 2. The condition has to start with the word if in PHP. We have put the requirement or condition within parentheses. Here we are checking whether the value of $milk is yes. As the condition satisfies, we move forward and enter into the curly braces. Inside the curly braces, we write a line to display the comment. 3. On the other hand, if we update the value of $milk to no, then the if condition does not satisfy, the curly braces adjacent to the if condition skips and move forward and halts at the else part. Then enters into the curly braces of the else part and prints the comment to the screen. We have to understand and remember a few things to write PHP conditionals smoothly. Now, we are explaining these things. 1. The word if is a keyword in PHP. It means when the PHP parser or engine found the word if in a small case, except inside the comments and statements to display on the screen, it can give special attention to it and look after the condition adjacent to it. Because the PHP engine knows that the keyword if is used for conditional purposes. There are many keywords available in PHP like if. 2. The word else is another keyword that is used as an alternative block along with the if block of statements. 3. The sign == is a logical operator in PHP which is comparing the variable $milk value with the value yes. It returns true if the condition matches, else returns false. We can put multiple conditions within an if. 4. Curly braces hold a group of PHP statements. These groups of statements execute one after another as written. 5. Each line of code in PHP is called a statement. A statement comes to an end with a semicolon. So, we have learned a few unavoidable nitty-gritty things about PHP. Still, we have a few questions. Let us find the answers to these questions.
What will happen if we have more than 2 alternatives in a single requirement? Say, we can greet a person 4 different ways at 4 different times of the day. How do we put it in conditionals in PHP?
Good question. Yes, PHP has the answer to it. We can add multiple and unlimited conditionals as per our requirements. For the greetings, here is how we can write. Instead of writing if several times, we can express it using else if. Let us modify the greeting example with else if. We can add space or not in else if, both works.
What is the difference? We just add the word else before if in the two middle blocks.
Exactly. It is another way of writing the conditionals. Generally, when we have more than two conditionals, then we use else if.
Is it possible to add if within another if?
Of course, we can write an if within another if or else, which is called a nested conditional. See an example. Can you guess the output of the example? Please pause the video, take a few minutes, check the code, think about it, and finalize the output. Hopefully, you have done it. The correct output is 2 is greater than 5. How does it happen? Here is the explanation. The first condition checks whether $1 is greater than 0. It passes the test successfully and comes to the curly braces. The second condition checks whether $1 is greater than 5. It fails to succeed. Hence comes the else part and displays the result. It is practice time. Change the values of the number variable and test the conditionals from different angles. Again, add else if blocks and test the code. The conditionals are the most significant building blocks of any programming, including PHP. Please put ample time and clear the concepts. Don't forget to practice the things on your computer. Until you feel confident, please do practice, practice, and practice. Congratulations on the completion of another important topic of PHP successfully. We will be back with another topic of PHP ASAP. In the meantime, you can go through PHP variables by clicking the video on the top left corner of the screen and PHP comments by clicking the video on the top right corner of the screen. Take care. See you.